Mm. Mm. Pardon me. I just had something real good to eat. You feel me? It's your boy Fredo for real. All national deals. Mouthpiece to the house please. Coming at y'all today with a real quick message. Pardon me 1 second, please. Thank you. Today's message is a quick one. It ain't gonna be long, but it's to my men. Let me explain something to you. That bitch need a reference point, bro. You understand me? She can't recognize how important you are because she doesn't have a reference point. She doesn't know how to deal with a nigga like you because she don't have a reference point. To my white followers, my white brothers too. When I say nigga like you, I mean you too. You feel me? Yeah, nigga like you. But look, right? That bitch don't have a reference point. She's never dealt with somebody like you. She's never had anybody in her life similar to you. She can't go back into her memory bank and say, comparison. Father to my man now. Uncle who raised me to my man now. Father figure when I was younger to my man now. Most females today don't have a reference point. They never had a man in the house. They've never been disciplined. They've never had someone tell them, no. They ain't never heard that. So when you as a man who has been disciplined your whole life, you as a man who has boundaries and has rules and regulations and structure and things that you've been doing your whole life, you meet this woman who has had no rules, regulations, structure, no discipline, nobody telling her, no, you cannot do that. It is baffling to her in a lot of times. She doesn't understand it. It seems like someone is attacking her. She feels like you don't like her, you're being mean to her. That's because she's never had a reference point. So she doesn't understand how to deal with rejection. She doesn't understand how to deal with someone telling them, hey, no, you can't do that. Stop. Stop hanging out with them. No. Don't wear that. Structure, rules and regulations. And especially in the black community. You think you're going to try to tell these young black females what to do? They've never had a father in their household. So when you come across them, you be like, no, don't do that. Take that off. Or, don't speak like that. We don't do that. It's weird to her. Oh, you acting weird. Oh, you trying to control me. These are the thoughts that are coming out of these females' mouth because they don't understand. Oh, this man has structure. Oh, he has discipline. Oh, he likes his environment a certain type of way, so he's not going to allow me to act this type of way in his environment. The bitch has never dealt with somebody more important than her, with more discipline, with more knowledge of the way they're moving of life than her. Most people she deals with is on the same mental level as her. Most people she deals with is emotional like her. She don't deal with people who are fundamentally based in their ism, in their logic, in their way of life. You're a weirdo to her because you wake up at a certain time. You work out. You don't eat certain things. You don't smoke or allow certain things in your environment. You're a weirdo to her because you read, because you know different things about different civilizations in different parts of the world. You're a weirdo to her because you don't go to the club, because you don't watch P-Valley. You understand me? You're a weirdo. But in actuality, in reality, in the overall scheme of life, you know what's real? These bitches are the weirdos. These bitches are the ones who have no structure, no discipline, no guidance. Can't save money to save their motherfucking life. Have no structure or balance to anything they're doing. They really are the weirdos. They really are the socially awkward ones who can't operate outside of their job or place of business. They really are the weirdos. Pay attention. Pay close attention. These new age females don't be having a lot of friends because they don't have a reference point of what friendship is, of somebody being real to them, somebody catering to them, loving them without expecting anything in return. Most of these females don't got friends, can't maintain a relationship to save their motherfucking life. Why? You have to deal with these aspects, and it all comes back to a reference point. If everybody is so important, if you are the most important person all the time in your world, you will forever be getting rid of everybody underneath you because you don't see any value in them. See, most of these bitches live in an inflated world where they are the they are the queen of this universe, this broke ass universe where nothing's going on, where you've been validated by Instagram and social media for doing absolutely nothing. Have no accomplishments, you have no degrees, you have no achievements, your credit ain't shit, you don't own property, nothing. But you got this vast queendom that you're a part of with no king. How you a queen with no king? And in order to have a king in your life, you must submit to his will. How many of y'all bitches submitting to your man's will? And I'm not talking about a king in reference of money. I mean a king, someone who can humble you, someone who can guide you, someone who can lead you, someone who can give you structure, discipline, knowledge, raise your children. How many of y'all are ready to submit your will to something greater than you? A lot of y'all can't do that because you don't have a reference point of having anything greater than you in your life. Never had a father, an uncle. So my best advice for my brothers out there, pardon me 1 second. Yeah, a little hungry. But my advice to my young brothers, find you a female who is willing to submit to your will. You don't need to be dealing with any female that is more masculine than you. You need to be dealing with a female who is willing to submit to your will, who has a reference point of life, and who want to work and build with you. You don't need to be dealing with nothing else. Anything outside of that, big dog, it ain't worth your time. I told you I wouldn't be on here for long, and I make sure that was the truth. This is Fredo for Real All Mash, No Deals, Mouthpiece to Pay the House Lease. I will be back once again on the Game of Life. Tap in.